2. So this course is the course faculty here is Professor Andrew Thangaraj here from Electrical Engineering Department, IIT Madras. And the course instructors are Shubham and myself, Lavanya. We both are the course instructors for this course. So the contents here preliminary are linear algebra and some applications of linear algebra in this electronic systems, mainly how to look at signals in electronic systems using linear algebra. So in week 1 to 8, these are the contents we have in maths 2. So first we have the introduction session. So in the preliminary, in the first few weeks, we are going to look at the contents only for the basic spaces like R2 and R3. So here we will be looking at what are vectors and matrices, what are linear combinations, linear equations and their solutions, vector spaces, subspaces, basis and dimension. So all these concepts we are going to look at the preliminary stage like R2 and R3. And then slowly we will move on to the higher dimensional spaces like generalizing into general Rn and Cn. The same topics we will be doing, but we will be looking at higher dimensions. So all these topics, linear transformations, eigenvalues and eigenvectors, inner products, so all these topics here whichever is mentioned here from linear algebra. So and the first few weeks like week 1 to week 3 we will be looking mainly concentrating mainly on R2 and R3, that is the dimensions of 2 and 3. Slowly we will move on to generalized dimension, so like Rn and Cn, where n is any finite dimensional space, right? So this linear algebra contains whatever is given here is the fundamental which we need to understand any applied part. And the applied part comes in the later section, later weeks like week 9 to week 12. So where we will also introduce what are sequence spaces and function spaces, using which we can understand the signals using linear algebra. But here is something which everyone should note that till this January 2025 term, this is the exact syllabus we are having. Like week 1 to week 8, we are having the linear algebra syllabus, whichever whatever is given here. And week 9 to week 12, we are having the applied part. But we can, after this few terms, we feel that this syllabus is quite heavy for the students, and the professor has thought about reducing the content, so there may be some topics from week 9 to 12 which will not be there in the current term. So it is under process. So week 1 to 8 the contents are definitely going to be there, but it is going to be spread across over the weeks. And week 9 to 12 these topics may be there. These topics if required we can give these contents to you, but for exam point of view there are some topics which are not going to be there, which will be announced maybe in a few weeks once everything is done. Okay, so week 1 to week 8 contents, all these are going to be present, but going to be spread across the other weeks as well. And some of these topics will be there and some will not be there in the for the remaining weeks. Okay, and the learning approach here is that we have activity questions, we have practice assignments, and we have graded assignments as well. So graded assignments are included for the grades, and you have here live sessions here in this from the January 2025 term. We are actually having three live sessions, considering that the students might need more attention and more sessions for understanding the content. So we are having three live sessions, and you can also have, suppose you want to have more discussions, you can let us know. Discourse is a general forum which you all know, where you can ask your doubts related to the course. And you have two quizzes and one end term for this course as usual. And this is the approximate course timings. For example, so for lectures we need approximately 2.5 hours, and we expect around 8 to 10 hours of your time to have a successful outcome for this course. And as I told you, there will be three sessions, which is totally 5 hours for this course. Okay. And yeah, so mainly you have to concentrate more on the videos, live sessions, and the assignments given in the course portal. This is a general reference which you can refer to for the contents of linear algebra. So that is all for this course. If you have any doubts, please ask me.
So Sonali Kumar is there and asking in the chat that for this course we have to submit the handwritten notes. So
Yes. Till now we are planning for subjective questions only. Since the registration is not completed yet, so it may change, but most probably it is subjective. So before the course starting, we will let you know the process of submitting the assignments. Most probably it is going to be subjective, so you may have to submit handwritten questions. But anyway, please wait till the proper announcements are made, because we have not yet completed the registration.
and there is another query exactly same in the response of in G form we got. So will the paper subjective or objective? So for maths too. So yeah, the same answer would be there.
Yeah.
So anyone have any other doubt, like having any doubts regarding this maths too? Okay, so no one is here, no doubt. Okay, so next course can
Yeah,
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 we start.
Yeah,
we should.
yes, Professor. I think that is in the line. Hello, hello, so Professor Nitin sir.
Your voice is very low, Prabhu.
Uh, yeah, Professor Nitin sir is in the line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hi, sir.
good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I mean, Prabhu, I think you can go ahead and, share the screen, whatever it is, and we can
Yeah,
discuss
sure,
based
sir.
on that.
Yeah, sure,
Um,
sir.
yeah,
Let me share the screen, sir.
Yeah, Lavanya, you can stop there.
So I hope you
yeah,
can see my screen.
yeah. Good evening, everyone, and thanks, Prabhu, for sharing. So I just thought I'll, since I've anyway joined over here, I'll just mention a little bit about what the course is about, right? Uh, Prabhu, of course, is the primary instructor, and we'll be also seeing who else will be there along with him to assist. But yeah, all the lectures are recorded by me. So if there are any questions, of course, feel free to ask now. Roughly speaking, what is the course about? This is, in some sense, a follow up course to the introduction to digital systems, right? So the assumption here is that all of you have already successfully completed the intro to digital course. uh, what that means is that you already know the basics of what combinational logic, sequential logic, finite state machines, and so on are. And in this course, it will be going essentially taking those and seeing how you build systems out of those, right? So it's as the uh, as mentioned over here, it's basically about designing and verifying digital systems. So in terms of design, there will be a number of things we talk about in terms of top down design, bottom up design, modules, components, how do you assemble them together, and so on. And also about parts of verification, which is basically about how do you create test benches, how do you systematically go about creating a way by which you verify the functionality that you expect from the system. And as it mentions over there, eventually we will be, in terms of the learning outcomes, we will be using the Verilog HDL, the hardware description language. Uh, the and in fact, Verilog is going to be used extensively throughout the course. One question which sometimes comes up is, are we going to be teaching you Verilog over here? Well, yes and no. What I mean by that is, you will be learning a little bit about the syntax of Verilog. We'll be covering some of the basics and also some of the concepts in Verilog. But for the most part, Verilog, like any other programming language, is not something that you learn by reading a book or watching lectures. You basically have to write code, right? And as part of that, there will be some assignments at least which actually involve writing Verilog code and getting it to pass certain test benches. So, yeah, in terms of learning outcomes, you'll be modeling circuits using Verilog, designing systems that involve finite state machines, arithmetic units, memory control units. And all of this sort of builds up to where we sort of put together something which is a very basic form of a CPU, right? So we'll be designing our own instruction set and writing Verilog code and basically getting to the point where there is Verilog code that finally says, okay, this is a CPU that can actually run certain instructions, and you can write a small assembly language program and actually get it to work on that, right? So the idea is that, hopefully by the time you are done with this, you have a reasonable understanding of how a basic CPU works. And well, the course is not really about CPU architecture, it's more about digital design. So the point is, okay, how does that CPU sort of integrate with other digital systems, and how do you use it to build larger modules, right? So the flow is, as described over here. We will be covering some of the basics of HDLs in the lectures, simulation, synthesis, and so on. But again, the assumption is that you are already familiar with the background on digital systems as such, right? So, which is why straight away we jump into finite state machines, concepts of hierarchical design using memory blocks, and so on. And finally, by the end, we are talking a little bit about system level integration and how does a CPU talk to custom digital peripherals so that you can, effectively accelerate certain kinds of computations with the CPU. So yeah, as you can imagine, it is not exactly a programming course in the sense that you are not going to be writing Python or C programs, but in some sense it is programming. You are still sort of modeling digital systems. We will be using Verilog for that. We'll be using certain simulation tools. There will be assignments that you need to submit Verilog code, and they will be automatically sort of run against test benches and verified at the backend, right? And yeah, the details of what kind of cloud-based environments we'll be using and so on is something that you will be seeing as we go through the course. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, what you will build, uh, well, you'll see, I guess, as the details when we go through the system. The assessments and that part of it, perhaps Prabhu, you can explain a little bit more about how the live sessions and so on work. So, yeah, I leave that to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So weekly we will give you the practical assignment and practice assignment and a grading assignment, and there are 12 weeks, so we will get 12 assignments. And every 4 weeks we will conduct the quiz one as like similar to those of BSD course how we have done so far. So basically, in that way, we are assigning, we'll just assist you. And along with that, we'll have conducting the lab part also in the form of, in the portal itself, we configure the some task to you about some number of experiments, and we supposed to submit that assignment on time. So expectation, as professor says, that we supposed to very much a strong background in the basics of digital systems, and you please recall all the concepts which you are studied, especially in synchronous and sequential combination circuit and sequential circuit. And we'll have the discussion forum here, discuss forum here, and also we can every time we'll share you the calendar about the live session. So please kindly attend it. That's it. So that's all from our sides. So I'll share you the G space once I receive your all email IDs. I'll create a G space and we can have some connect with that. Also, we can discuss with the discuss forum also. Yeah, any questions?
Okay. Thanks, Prabhu. Thank you so much, sir. Nitin, sir. Next course, and Vishal is going to be Vishal.
Yeah, thanks everyone. In case there are any questions, please feel free to route it through Prabhu. I may need to drop off soon, so I probably won't be here for long. But if there are any questions, please escalate it through.
Sure, sir. Sure,
Thank you.
sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so if nobody has any doubt regarding DSD, so I'll just move it to signal and system. So I'll just share my screen. Prabhu, can you just is my screen visible? Can somebody confirm?
Yes, Vishal.
Okay, thanks. So for the so it'll be for signal and system, there are some prerequisite like EC course is the prerequisite for signal and system. So it'll be the first course mostly. Whoever will be coming to the diploma will be taking this course. This course will be taught by Professor Lakshmi Narasimha, sir, and the instructor will be Srikant and Lavanya for this term, for the coming term. Okay. So I'll just be going through the content for like yeah. So we'll be starting with the basics of the signals. Like in the first week, we'll be just be dealing regarding the different types of the signals, like analog or the digital signal, just to understand the basic understanding of the signals. Okay. In the first 4 week, mostly we'll be just dealing with the signals only, like operation on the signal, like adding, subtracting the signals. Then we'll be dealing with the phasors, and then the different types of signals, like the odd even signals, orthogonal, conjugate signals. So we have already like whenever you will be going through the content. So the starting 4 weeks will be very basics, where we are just learning on the operations on the signal. Okay, you would have learned some basics stuff of the signals in the maths too, also in the like the applied maths in the last 9 to 11th week. Okay, and then from 5th week you'll be dealing with the system. So in the starting 4 weeks, just the signals, the operation on the signals, and then we'll be starting with the system. So what are the different types of system, and when the system are stable. So characteristics of the system will be dealing in the coming 2-3 weeks. Okay, and then we'll be starting off with the convolution operation, and then we'll be dealing with the LTI systems. Okay, linear and time invariant system. Mostly in the coming courses and all, you'll be just be learning about the LTI systems only. So we'll be just be talking about the LTI system till week 6 or 7. Okay, and then we'll be starting off with the Fourier series operation. A little bit you would have already learned in the maths too also, and then again we'll be learning about the Fourier analysis, the Fourier series, and of its properties from the coming 2-3 weeks. Okay, so first we'll start with the Fourier series, and then we'll be dealing about we'll be deal with the Fourier transform. Okay, and then in the last 2-3 weeks we'll be learning about the Laplace. So from the time domain we'll be shifting to the frequency domain. So and we'll be learning like the Fourier series mostly, Fourier transform, and the last Laplace transform in the end. Okay, so and the whole course that we are learning, mostly we are working on the continuous signal itself, right? We are not learning much of the discrete one. The discrete you'll be learning in the next course. Okay, I hope I have dealt with the content. Okay, and the lectures mostly will be of the per week. You'll be getting a content of around 3 hours per week, and you'll be having a sessions, live session, 3 live session per week. That depends also. If there are some, like, if you the topics are very pretty simple, so we'll be reducing the number of lectures sessions also. So mostly it'll be 2 or 3. Okay, and the number of hours for the live session will be around, one will be of 2 hours, and the other, like if you have a 3 session, then the other two will be of 1 hour. Okay, so this is how the course is about to go. One extra thing is here. You'll be having a MATLAB grader, where you have to write some basic stuff, like basic codes also on the MATLAB grader. That will also consist of 10% of the whole marks. Okay, so from this term, like last time also, we were not having the in-person lab that used to be earlier. Okay, that we have removed. You just have the MATLAB grader only, where there will be some, it will start, the lab will start from week 6 onwards. Week 4 onwards we'll be having some 5, and out of that 5, 4 best of 5 will be considered as your marking scheme. Okay, and that will be around 10%, and 90% of the scores will be from the 2 quizzes and the 1 intern. Okay, so this is how it is going to be for the whole the scoring pattern of the signal and systems. apart from this, the confusion that people has asked in the Google Sheet also that I can see is about the in-person lab. So the signal system, the in-person lab will not be happening from. This is not happening. The last term also that doesn't happen, and the coming term also that will not. So we have removed basically that in-person lab. Only that 10 like the lab that is used to be that will be happening on the MATLAB grader. That will consist of 10% of your scores. Okay, and that will start from week 4 onwards. So every 2 weeks you'll be getting one experiment or the one content on the MATLAB grader that you have to submit. So you'll be getting some 14 days to submit that. I hope that makes sense. And apart from this, I don't see any other doubt that you have asked. If you have anything, you can just unmute yourself and can ask. Anyone has any doubt? Yeah, in-person lab, I guess Sonali, it is clear now, so we don't have it. Okay.
There are some doubts, Vishal, on this G form.
Yeah, so there are so somebody is asking prerequisite. So I already told the prerequisite for this is EEC only. Other than that, you would have finished almost the foundation. Then only you'll be moving to the diploma courses. So if you are coming to the diploma, you would like expected that you'll be finishing the foundation. So those are the only the normal prerequisite for all the courses. But if you have done the EC, then that's the only prerequisite for this course. And the signal does the MATLAB offline lab. I already told you that is not going to happen from this term. Last time also it didn't happen. Okay. And again the in-person lab. So that I already answered. Okay, that's the only thing has been asked. Anything else from anyone?
So Sonali has asked here for, I think for this course only, this submitted handwritten notes. For
Yeah,
this
that is expected to submit for, I guess, most of the courses, the handwritten notes. That was there in the last term also, and that will be having the same pattern we are following for this term also. So you'll have to submit the handwritten notes, and that is for all the courses, not for the signal system only. So every course you will have to submit the handwritten notes. Okay. So we were not strict. Maybe this time we will be checking can be strict from this time. So you'll have to submit, and there will be some. So in the grading pattern, you will be getting to know about what are the implication if you'll not be submitting the handwritten notes. Yeah. Handwritten notes, I mean handwritten solution you're talking about, right? Graded and graded solution. I hope you're talking about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you're expected to submit that for each and every courses that you are opting for. Okay, so I hope there is no other questions from signal system. So we can move to the next course. Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Vishal. The other courses are Introduction Programming, Analog Electronics. If the leads are there, so they can start for the course.
Okay,
Can I
so
start digital
Okay.
signal processing?
Yes. So signal processing, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I hope this my screen is visible.
Yes, Tony.
Okay. Okay. So this course is in the diploma level. That is, the course code is EE3101. Digital signal processing is the course name, and it is a 4+1 credit structure. Okay, it has the prerequisite for this particular course is signals and systems. The professor handling the course is David sir, and I will be the course instructor, Tony. Okay, so this is the contents. Week 1 and 2 will be review of signals and systems. Basically, in signals and systems, you might have studied continuous time signals. Here we'll be going into detail about discrete time signals and systems, the basic operations like folding, shifting, all those things we'll be studying, and the system properties which you have studied for continuous time. Here we will be studying for discrete time systems. Then last part of week 1 and 2 is impulse response and convolution. Same thing you have studied in the continuous domain in signals and systems. Here we will be doing it for discrete domain. Then in week 4, you will be having week 3 and 4, you will be having what is known as the sampling. Okay, we will be discussing in detail how from continuous time signal you will be getting a discrete time signal. All those effects, everything will be discussed in detail in week 3 and 4. Then week 5 to 6, you will be having discrete time Fourier transform. The properties of discrete time Fourier transform will be discussed. Okay. And week 7 and 8, you will be having Z transform. Okay. Again, the properties of Z transform, what are the implications, the region of convergence, all those things will be discussed in week 7 and 8. Then in week and 10, you will have the frequency domain analysis of LTI systems, the effect of pole zeros, different types of filters. Okay, and then type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4 FIR filters will be discussed in detail. Then in week 11 to 12, you will have the DFT, that is the discrete Fourier transform, and its properties and how it can be how it is evaluated using a special algorithm known as the fast Fourier transform. Okay, so this is detailed syllabus of digital signal processing. Okay, again, these are the textbooks. Okay, discrete time signal processing by Alan V. Hoppenheim, and another one textbook that sir is following is Tarun K. Rawat, the digital signal processing. Then, as you know, there will be 2 quizzes and 1 end term. Okay, and this eligibility, everything I about this, but here the final score, it has a lab part also. So lab will have 15 marks. Okay, 10 marks for the experiments and 5 marks for the viva. Okay, remaining 85 marks is for the graded assignment, quiz 1, quiz 2, and the end term examination. These are the deadlines, tentative deadlines for the experiments and the viva. Okay, it will change by 2 or 3 maybe days. Okay, but usually this will be followed. Okay, these are the course outcomes that a student will be expected to know all these things after completing this particular course. Okay, so he'll be able to work with all types of discrete time signals. Then he will be able to use time and frequent domain methods to analyze systems and signals. Then understand the process of sampling and design digital filters for different applications. Okay, 2 live sessions per week for the theory part and 1 live session for the lab part will be conducted. There are total 8 experiments. Okay, these are the experiments. So experiments will be discussed in the, will be done using MATLAB Grader, which you have done in your signals and systems. Same pattern will be followed here, but lab sessions will be there. That is only difference. So if you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to ask. Any questions? There is no offline lab for DSP. It will be through MATLAB Grader itself. So in each experiment, we'll have maybe 3 or 4 separate experiments. So for first 3 experiments, I will show you how to do, and the last one will be you will have to do by yourself. That is how it will be. Each experiment will have 4 subparts. Maybe first 2 parts or 3 parts I will be showing you how to do, and the last part you will have to do by yourself. but you can do it on the day itself. It's very Viva will be conducted through Gmeet.
There is one doubt, Tony, on the response side. So,
Okay.
how useful this course for self to learn cheap design and manufacturing? What we can make after the course?
Mainly if you those students who want to work in communication sites will have more applications like 5G, 3G communication site. So this is a prerequisite for such courses. Those who want to pursue their degree in communication area will have more applications.
Okay. I hope doubt have cleared. So anyone is here who having doubt on this course? Okay. So Tony, can we move ahead to the next course?
Yeah, one more course I have. Can I share?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is the another course which is in the diploma level itself, E3103. The course name is Sensors and Applications. Okay, so the course credit is 4. It is a diploma level course. And prerequisite for this particular course is analog electronic systems. So those who have completed analog electronic systems can take this course. You require analog electronics systems for this particular course. Without that, it will be little difficult. And Professor Bobby sir and Chintaka sir will be handling the course, and I will be the course instructor. Okay, this is the brief syllabus. In module 1, you will be learning about sensors, the types and characteristics of sensors, that is the static characteristics and the dynamic characteristics. And then from module 2 onwards, you will be learning about the different types of sensors. In module 2, you will be learning about linear position sensors, strain gauges, and RTD and instrumentation amplifier. In module 3, it was basically electromagnetic sensors and search coils. Module 4, you will have eddy current testing, vehicle detection, and linear variable differential transducer. Then module 5, you have flux gate magnetometers, then magnetoresistance, that is AMR, GMR, and TMR will be discussed. Module 6, you will be having Hall effect sensors and capacity sensors, and some miscellaneous sensors like light sensors, sound sensors, then fiber optic sensors will be discussed. Okay, these are the reference books. And same here, it doesn't have any lab, 2 quizzes, and 1 enter, and the graded assignments. So the pattern is as usual compared to same most of the courses that you might have studied. Live sessions, 2 live sessions will be conducted per week. Any questions? Okay, so I think no questions.
So no doubts are there.
Okay.
So Tony, so you have done from your side, right?
Yeah.
So next courses are there.
Analog. Shivam, can I share?
Yeah, analog electronics are there and introduction. Yeah, Ankit.
Okay. So yes, very good evening to all. This is basically related to the analog electronic system. The course faculties are Professor Shantipavan and Professor Dr. P.K. Sundarajan, and course instructor me, Dr. Ankit Agarwal. So basically, if we go with the course content, course highlights, so basically in the course highlight part, we are going with the analog electronics. What is the introduction about the analog electronics? Then after that, we discuss about the operation amplifier. Again, after that, we discuss about the single and dual supply operation of the operation amplifier, then some application related to the operation amplifier, like where we can use the operation amplifier, like as a summer, integrator, differentiator, filter designings. Okay, so we can design a filters. Okay, along with that one, we move on to the system part. Okay, and here we discuss some basically handset, that is C30 Bluetooth handset. So what is the system, that is how we design that system, and what is the role of operation amplifier in that system, we can discuss. So basically week 8, 9 and 10 and 11 related to the system. So here we discuss one system Bluetooth handset C30. Okay, along with that one, the power management subsystem we also discussed, that is a mainly important when we go in a system designing. So the basic important parameter is the basic important subsystem is the power management. So related to this one, power management, how we do the power management, what is the requirement of that one, there are some parameters, we have to adjust that parameters. So we all discuss this one in the course. If we go to the course content part, so basically this is the all about the course content. Okay, in this we discuss about the analog electronics, then negative feedback, operation amplifier basics, non-inverting amplifiers, then operation amplifier as a VCVS, voltage control voltage source, current control voltage source, inverting, non-invertings. Then after that, from the third week we go to the single supply operations. There are lots of the problem in the dual supply, so we move to the single supply operation. Most of the applications will be designed with the single supply operation. Then we go to the filter designings. Okay, then after the in that particularly part, before that one we discuss the positive feedback and the schematic triggers. Okay, where we can use the positive feedback we will discuss in the week 4. Week 5 and week 6 is completely related to the filters. Okay, initially we did go with the first order filters, low pass, band pass filters, their responses. Okay, then in the week 6 we go to the second order filters, again the low pass filters, band pass filters, high pass filters, we discuss this one. Okay, how we design these particularly filters using the operation amplifiers. Now in the week 7 we move to the, initially till week 6 we discuss only the ideal filters, and week 7 we basically ideal operation amplifier. In the week 7 we go to the non-ideal operation amplifiers, practical operation amplifier that we use. Okay, where the limitation is that the current gain is not infinite. Okay, week 8, 9, 10, 11 we discuss about the start with the Bluetooth handset. In this Bluetooth handset, what we are using, so we discuss the charging subsystems, then power managements, and dropout regulators. Okay, so these are the content till week 11. Okay, now if we go to the books, so 3 books we generally refer. Then one is the Microelectronic Circuits by the Sabra and Smith. Second, Microelectronic Electronic Circuits Analysis and Design by Donald A. Neyman, and Microelectronic Circuit Analysis and Design by Donald A. Neyman. Okay, we are referring these books, but this is not limited. Okay, there are lots of the other books also available. Okay, so we can use that books also, but we are referring this one. Okay, now if we are going to the grading system, so as usual the grading system is similar. 4 credit system is that. Okay, eligibility for written exam is best out 5 out of first 7. Okay, assignments. His score will be greater than 40% and attend any one of the quiz. Okay, the calculation is again similar to other courses. If we go to the learning outcomes, so basically by the end of this course you are aware about the fundamental concept about the analog systems, about the operation amplifiers, then how we use the operation amplifier for the real words applications, how we discuss how we apply the operation amplifier for any system designing. So we will discuss this particularly. This is the learning outcomes that we cover after the end of this course. Okay, if you have any query you can ask. Thank you. can a first term in diploma student can take? There are the particular prerequisite of analog is the signal system, and one is the math for electronics. Two. These are the prerequisite. Okay, so when you complete these two subjects, you can go with the analog electronics system. Any other doubts?
Anyone have any doubt on this course? Doubt related to this course? I hope it's Nathan have cleared his doubt.
AES lab, that is the separate part. Okay. AES credit is, I think, one credit, 1 or 2 credit, I think. That is separate completely. AES part is a separate 3 credit course. Okay. Yes, mother. 3 credit course is the AES. That is completely separate. Yeah, related to the experiment related to the operation amplifier in that one. What are the component required for the ES? Yeah, we will discuss when you are registered for this course. There is another orientation for the ES lab. Lab part, I think the orientation is after that theory courses. Okay, there are 6 experiment. After that, you are registered for the course. I will share you the course component list. Some components you required for that.
There is one question in G form from G form, Ankit. What we learn in this course, and can we able to make any system after this course?
Basically, what we learn, we already discussed that these are course content we already cover. Okay, and if we are going, can we create a system? So, which type of system you want to create? Okay, so there are lots of such systems are available, but yes, if you are creating any system, so in some particularly points you require the operation amplifier. So understanding of operation amplifier is required for you. Like if you are designing a any communication system, so where we generally require the filters, so for in the filters operation amplifier is required. Okay, if we design with the power management unit, we are required the operation amplifier. So yes, this operation amplifier information, this particularly AS course is important for you. Okay, so which system, on the basis of that one we can say that operation amplifier is required or not, but most of the cases we require the operation amplifier.
Okay, thanks, Ankit. I hope who had asked got cleared. So anyone have any other doubt? Yeah. With the TF
Who
or
states the
DS?
base in this term of the system?
Digital system processing. So
For the DSP, only the I think Tony sir is there as an instructor. TAs, I think it is not defined yet. Madhur.
So other courses are there, control engineering and Python programming. So if leads are there, can we take off this? Ankit, who is the control engineer lead and this Python programming?
Yeah, control engineering actually basically managed by professors, PhD student.
Who is the lead of is here? He's here.
I think no one is there for the control.
And there is a Python programming also, intro to Python programming.
Python, for that Python, I think Livin.
Yeah, Levin is usually, no? Okay, Levin is not here.
Uh,
Yeah, I have joined.
Kubra is there. Yeah.
Braya.
Any doubts for Python?
Your voice is very low, Kubra.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes.
Better.
Okay. Any questions related to Python?
Anyone have any doubt on this intro to Python?
Sir, I have completed foundation course, so can I directly take Python? Is there any prerequisite in the diploma courses for Python?
You have completed foundation, right?
Yes, ma'am, all the foundation courses, all the 9 of them.
Okay, then you can take.
Oh, okay, ma'am, that was my doubt.
There is
Yeah.
one doubt, Kubra, from G form. Is there any in-person lab for the programming language? Python programming.
No, there is no lab for Python. One more doubt is in the chat box. OPP is, yeah, there is OPP exam for Python. There are two OPP. One will be after 6 weeks and the other will be after 8th week. Sonali, am I audible to you now?
Yes, ma'am, it's better now.
Ma'am, will the OPB be in any virtual mission or will it be in the website? Will it be like C programming or will it be like Linux programming?
It will be like C programming. In the course
Oh.
portal itself, you'll be able to do the practice. Other than that, you can use the Google Colab or online Python compiler to practice. And the exam will be similar to C programming.
Okay, ma'am.
Any other doubts? Shubham, I think for Python, questions are over.
Okay. So only the left course is control engineering, I think. Do you know who's the lead of it?
No, not sure.
There is one question. Could you please suggest what are the course to be opt in the first term of the diploma? So generally we used to suggest 3 courses. So it's totally up to you. Like either you can take the maths courses or other system design or any processing or any other courses. Python, it's totally up to you. Yeah, Python is a bit easier also. You can take that up. Sonali.
Sir, if I'm planning to do Max 2 signals and systems and Python programming, is there any fourth course that I'll be able to do?
I think that is better because for other courses, this maths or basically the signal system is
Signals and
prerequisite.
yes, sir. Is there any other fourth course? There is none.
Better
Sir.
that you can do this one first.
These 3.
Yeah.
Okay. If is there by any chance there is a fourth one, sir? Or there isn't any without a prerequisite?
I think all the courses have the prerequisite.
Okay, sir.
DSP also prerequisite. Sensor and application prerequisite. Okay, then AES prerequisite. DSD. DSD, I think no prerequisite, so you can take the DSD also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone have any other doubt on from any course? All leads are here.
Madhur, electronics project, what is the meaning of that one? Can you ask your doubt?
Sir, I'm audible?
Little bit.
Okay, just give me a second, sir. Sir, is it better now?
Yeah, now it is better.
Okay, sir,
What when will the information about electronics project be floated?
For diploma level courses, okay?
Yeah.
So actually, the diploma level your project will be started in between your term, okay? So for that one, the one link, one particular G form is shared with you, in which domain you want to do your project. Okay, there are lots of 3 or 4 domain they have already decided. More than that one, they can decide, because right now there are only 12 or 15 students, so only the 4 domains are there. Okay, more than if the number of student is increases in this term, so they add more domain. Okay, so one G form is shared with you. According to that one, they will allot you the guy who is the basically guide your faculty, and who is the instructor who will basically instruct you or help you in this particular project. Okay, so that is going in the term.
Okay, sir. Got it. Sir, and one more thing, does project count as a subject, and does it contribute to CCC?
No. It is as a subject, I think so. 2 credit are there for project.
So, yeah, actually, I was planning on to complete diploma this term. So, can I take actually DSP control sensors and project?
Yeah, you can take that one. No issue.
And
Along with
what
3
about
courses, yeah, if you are taking 3 courses, so basically after the 3 courses, you can take the electronics project. No issue with that.
okay, sir. And what about the labs? Like, can I take the labs alongside, or would that be a problem?
Which lab?
Sir, sensors lab.
Sensors lab, you also take that. No issue.
Okay, sir. Perfect. Thank you.
So you can complete your diploma in this term if only 3 courses are remaining.
Yes, sir. Just 3 courses and a project is remaining.
Yeah, okay, you can do that.
Okay, so anyone have any doubts on the course? One thing is there for control engineering. Professor Ramakrishna will take separate session for this. So that would be informed. And for rest all courses, anyone have any other query or related query can ask.
Sir, when is the registration starting?
Registration for the course
Yes, sir, this term.
for this term. So I think it's going on.
Registration has started, sir, already. I did not receive any email specifically for registration.
Okay, Ankit, Lavanya, do you know regarding this? Anyone? I think it's started.
I think after the
What's
after the sorry. Yes,
Yeah,
Ankit.
so
It looks like it will be starting by Tuesday, 23rd April.
Yeah, I think after the orientation it will be started.
Okay.
Okay. Will it happen till the start of May? Because it will be better, because start of a new month, it will be easy to pay the fees. So will the registration happen? Can we pay the fees later by like the start of May, or is there an option like
What
that, sir?
is the particularly window size? We don't know that one, but it will be started around from Tuesday. Okay, and your classes will be started, I think so, from 9th or 10th of May. So before 3 to 4 days around, we are expecting that it is till 4th and 5th May, but we are not sure this thing for you. We
Yes.
can, I think you better that you can directly drop a mail to the support team.
Okay, sir.
I have 2 courses pending for foundation level, ma'am. Can I register maths for diploma? Better that you can drop a mail to the support team, because as our knowledge, you have to complete your foundation level. After that, you go to that. You can take the diploma level courses.
Yes. After completing diploma, you can register for the, sorry, after completing foundation, you can register for the diploma courses.
Yes, sir. My foundation is completed.
No,
I'm just
one is asking not for you. Shankara R.A.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah, Sankara.
Okay, sir.
So,
One more,
Srinivas is
can you
asking,
suggest any 2
yeah,
subjects, one hard subject and one easier subject, because I have offline colleges starting. For the diploma level, you start the diploma level term 1, or basically what? Srinivas. Srinivas, you are asking that one hard and one easy subject, but we are not sure which subject you already cover. So it is your term 1 for the diploma level, or what? Sonali, quiz 1 date is in July, first week of July. Finishing entering into the diploma, 13th July. Yeah. First term. So basically, better that you can go with the signal system and maths.
so it's better always to ask here the course related doubt. That would be good.
Yeah. No, Aditya, no, it is a prerequisite. Analog electronics is the prerequisite. If you have any doubt related to the subject, you can ask. Otherwise, if this type of doubt, you can better that you can directly write it to support team.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think we are done. And,
Yes,
also,
Shubham, I think
the orientation
we
is
close this
also
session.
from 6 to 7 only.
Sanchit, I think it is better that you can discuss with your seniors who already done this one. They will better explain you that it is heavy or not.
Okay, so yes, it's enough. Yeah, thanks. Thanks everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I hope the course related doubt have cleared. Okay. So now we can wrap up this session. So Mahesh, can we close it now?
Yes, I think so.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks everyone. Thanks all leads here who are lead. Thank you so much for Nitin sir also. Okay.